Welcome to New Possibilities. I speak truth to power without fear. Today I'm going to continue my discussion about the situation in Ferguson. And this is going to be the first video of two videos that I'm going to do tonight. This video right here is directed towards young people. And it's going to be a brief message to young people. My message is this. I understand that traditional civil rights organizations are appealing to young, youth-oriented organizations, and they're trying to form a coalition to address the Michael Brown case. And that's something that I applaud. I'm glad that civil rights organizations are reaching out to our young people to build functioning coalitions to improve the situation of African Americans, to bring about social justice. And, that's very important. But I also want to emphasize the need for our young people to maintain a strong, independent voice. You cannot allow yourselves to be co-opted and controlled by any organization. You must maintain your independence, just like young organizations did in the 60s and 50s. Organizations like SNCC, organizations like the Black Panther Party. We need that youthful militancy in the movement today. We need that. I've really been impressed with young people holding all kinds of demonstrations, nonviolent demonstrations. I've really been impressed with the Black Friday demonstrations, where young people went to stores instead of spending their money on gifts for Christmas. These young people staged demonstrations demanding justice for Mike Brown. These same young people stopped traffic all around the country. They stood in the streets to stop the flow of traffic. And I respect that. I commend that. I salute that. And we need more of it. We cannot allow our youthful energy to be controlled and misdirected. See, young people do not have the same constraints as older people and older organizations. These young organizations are bold and courageous. They don't have the same level of dependency as these traditional organizations. They don't have to worry about pleasing or appeasing funders. They don't have to worry about being acceptable to the government. They don't have to worry about looking good to the powers that be or remaining a certain level of respectability. These young people had a potential to truly speak truth to power without fear. And we need to have that voice. We need to maintain that voice. We need to maintain that authenticity that our movement is lacking right now. We need leaders that are truly committed to the struggle. Leaders that aren't concerned about the cameras. Leaders that are not looking to peddle books and videos. Leaders who are not trying to get a television program. We need leaders who love the people, who have an undying, true love for the people, and who are willing to sacrifice everything for the advancement of the people. So I'm telling young people, maintain that love for your people. Maintain that commitment to your people. Keep struggling. Keep pushing. Never give up. Don't allow yourselves to be pacified. In this last part, I'm directing this to everyone. Don't allow yourself to be pacified by talk of a federal investigation. People want you to think that there's some hope or possibility that there's going to be a federal indictment. Most of the experts have said that that is highly unlikely. So our energy shouldn't be directed in that direction. We shouldn't voluntarily say, well, everything's going to be okay. The federal government is going to bail us out. The federal government is going to address the problem. Because the federal government did not address the problem with Trayvon Martin. The federal government didn't do that. But talk of a federal investigation allowed our movement to lose its energy and momentum. So all those rallies just dissipated, and Trayvon Martin has become a distant memory, unfortunately. Nobody is fighting for Trayvon today. They've all but forgotten about him. They've forgotten about that brother. I haven't forgotten. I'm still committed to the struggle for justice for all of our young people who have been killed by racists, who have been killed by police officers. So we have to understand that, not to be pacified by all this talk of a federal investigation. It's time for the young people to step up their efforts, to step up civil disobedience action until a special prosecutor is appointed. We can still demand a special prosecutor be appointed. We can demand that if we organize and put enough pressure on the government. They may be forced to appoint a special prosecutor and file a new case or bring a new case before a new grand jury. That's something that we should be pushing for vigorously. And we should continue the demonstrations, the protests, until we get that, until we have a special prosecutor and a new grand jury. We need to continue to press for justice for Michael Brown and for Trayvon Martin and for all the other countless black men, young men who have been killed at the hands of these stinking police. No justice, no peace.